The Asian elephant, Elephas maximus, is listed as an endangered species, and Sri Lanka faces one of the most intense human-elephant conflict situations in the world. In 2022 alone, hundreds of elephants and dozens of people died as a result of these clashes, highlighting a crisis that affects both conservation and community safety. Understanding the root causes. The conflict stems primarily from human expansion into traditional elephant habitats. As villages, farms, and settlements spread into forested areas, elephants lose space and resources and increasingly enter human landscapes for food and movement. Limited governmental action over time has made the situation more critical, demanding urgent and well-coordinated responses. Existing measures and their limit. Sri Lanka has already tried several ways to reduce conflict, such as installing electric fences, conducting elephant drives, relocating aggressive male elephants, using noise deterrents like thundercrackers, building biofences. Although these methods have required substantial funding, they have not fully resolved the problem. In the past, elephants and humans lived largely in separate areas, but today their spaces overlap, intensifying conflict. Proposed strategic solutions. The video emphasizes that no single method will solve the crisis. Instead, a combination of long-term conservation planning, community participation, and government leadership is needed. 1. Establish and protect elephant corridors. Experts argue that elephant movement routes should be formally identified and transformed into protected corridors. These corridors would be designed considering elephant population needs, food requirements, and seasonal movements. This would involve accurately mapping traditional routes, demarcating them with stakeholder involvement, relocating people and farms that currently occupy these paths, compensating and resettling affected families. This would restore ecological separation and help reduce conflict. Well-managed corridors may also be developed into ecotourism zones, providing economic benefits to nearby communities. 2. Manage and enhance corridor habitats. Once corridors are established, they should be actively conserved. This means planting elephant-friendly vegetation to provide food, integrating other wildlife habitats for monkeys, wild boars, and birds, promoting biodiversity, improving soil and water systems. Healthy forests and natural resources would benefit wildlife and improve environmental balance for the long term. 3. Explore sustainable uses for excess elephants. If elephant numbers within corridors exceed the land's capacity, alternative roles in tourism and conservation could be considered. For instance, young elephants might be cared for at facilities like the Pinwala Elephant Orphanage. Later, they could be integrated into responsible tourism programs that provide income without harming wild populations. This approach could support both elephant welfare and local economies. 4. Strengthen institutional capacity. The experts highlight the need for a dedicated authority or task force to manage the human-elephant conflict more effectively. Current government mechanisms are seen as insufficient, and many communities have lost confidence in existing systems. Establishing a focused and empowered body could improve coordination, planning, and implementation of mitigation measures. Why this matters? If these issues aren't addressed urgently, the expert warns Sri Lanka risks losing its elephant population entirely, while communities in conflict zones could continue to suffer economic losses and threats to their safety. Effective, coordinated strategies are essential to protect both human lives and this iconic species.